All those things I call post-its. So you have a pure sensation. Let's say that you're going into an interview and you feel nauseated. You are going to the interview, the body reacts. You have the physical sensation of nauseated and sweat and racing thoughts and all of that. The pure experience of what is happening, the only thing that is reality is that you experience a body that has clammy hands, is sweating a lot, and is nauseated. That's it. Why you feel like you do, that's the first post-it. It's because I'm nervous. That's the first post-it. What the body then does, or what the mind does, is that it adds to that post-it. But it does no longer add to the sensation that you have, it adds to the post-it. So let's say that you're going to the interview and you have the bodily sensation of nauseated, and then the first post-it says, it's because I'm nervous. The next post-it is reacting to you being nervous. It's because I don't believe that I'm good enough. That's the next post-it. The next post-it is, there are probably other people being interviewed for this job that are so much better than me. That's the third post-it. Do you see that you're no longer reacting to the physical sensation, you're reacting to the post-its? And that is what we're going to talk about today. Finding out what is the reactions to the initial experience. But to do that, we need to start at the beginning. And the first question that I would like to ask you is to feel into reality right now. Whenever I say feel into reality, then I mean, you can put a hand on your heart, a hand on your heart, or you can just close your eyes and sit and breathe and just be present right now. Another good exercise that you can do is to feel your feet. And then you feel your socks. And then you feel the separation between the foot and the sock. Can you sense that separation between the foot and the sock? Can you feel into where's the foot and where's the sock? After a while, you will start to feel that you cannot actually feel the difference between the foot and the sock, and you would have to really look into if you really have a foot. You know intellectually that you have a foot, but you can't really locate the foot. Okay, now you're here. Now you're present right here. Now you're in reality. Whatever you feel or you hear or you smell or you taste, or that is reality where you're right now. And when you're here right now, I would like you to ask the question, who am I? To feel into reality, what is happening? When you ask yourself the question, who am I? What is happening? Do you get a thought about who you are? Notice what happens. Do you feel that you're no longer in your body? You have left your body. You're in the post-its. You have a thought about who you are, and then that was the first post-it. Then you have another thought about the first post-it, and you might already now at this point be on the 17th post-it that are thoughts about who you are. So are you the thoughts? The thoughts that you are having about who you are, is that who you are? The thoughts. So if you're not thinking the thought, where are you then if you're the thoughts? Is the thoughts defining you? So if you think I'm a crocodile, then you're a crocodile. Is the thoughts real? I'm a billionaire. Are you? And can you even control the thoughts? The thought you're getting right now, did you will it into being? And can you even hold a thought? If you decide that you want to think about something, can you decide how long you want to hold that thought? Can you decide what the next thought is going to be? Or are thoughts just happening? So are you in control of your thoughts at all? Is there any of the thoughts that you can control? I would like to direct your attention to what you're hearing. Any of the sounds in the background that you hear, can you control which ones you want to hear? Or does a sound happen and you hear it? And if you open your eyes and you look, can you control what you want to look at? You might want to look at one thing now, very intensely. Can you control only looking at that? Or does your mind register what is behind it as well? And the same if you close your eyes, can you control what you want to see? So are you sure that you're in control of your thoughts and of your senses? So if you're not in control of any of your senses, and you have this feeling of being in control of your senses, where is that I? Where's that deluded I placed that thinks that you're in control? Which you just found out you're not in control of anything. Where's that I? Since you're not your thoughts, are you your body? Is the I located in your body? So when you're dreaming at night, is the I then located in the body that is lying in the bed dreaming, or is the I located in the dreamer? And is there any difference between the dreamer and the dream? Is the dreamer part of the dream? And is the body lying in bed dreaming part of the dreamer and the dream? Where's the I in that? So there's someone lying and dreaming deep asleep. Is that someone different than the one that is awake? And where's the I in that? You've probably realized by now that you have a lot of post-its, a lot of thoughts coming all the time. There's no pure experience in anything. There's thoughts all the time. Working with the first Fetter is about you realizing that what you identify with is not actually there. There's no thing to identify with. There's no one to identify with. It's a trick of the mind. And that trick of the mind we call ego. Jung called it ego. I also like to call it ego because it makes it so, it's so loaded calling it ego. It's very negatively loaded. So a lot of people, they instantly get the physical recoil from saying, I'm really ego right now. You get the physical recoil, you don't want to be that, which is a lot of identifying, which is absolutely amazing because then you realize what is really going on. Another word we can call it is selfing. And selfing it's a great way to see what is actually happening in the first fetter. Because you have the eyes are seeing, right? The ears are hearing. The nose is smelling, the mouth is tasting, the sensory experiences is feeling, and the mind, the thought, is selfing. So the selfing is happening whenever you take an ego, a self, and putting it right in the middle of what is happening. You put yourself in the center of attention and you act as if you are the center of attention. You act as if you are the important one. And that's where the word ego is really great to use, because you put yourself in a position where you believe someone to exist as you, as the ego, me, myself, and I. And your entire world is shaped around that ego.